What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a one-play score against the cover 2 shell out of the gun bunch formation. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available used by pro players in the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why they do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online head-to-head gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. Currently speaking, that is our Washington football team offense with over 3 hours of breakdowns, our Pittsburgh Steelers wing stack offense with 2 hours of breakdowns, and our 3-3-5 defensive game plan with over 2 hours of content. Our Vault updates often take a look at more defensive content dedicated to stopping the most effective offensive tactics, so you can find other defensive content in our Vault as well. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. You don't have to pay for individual game plans or individual tips like at my competitors. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Let's go ahead and take a look at a one-play score out of the Washington football team offense. This is actually a setup that I use in the bunch that I run. Take a look. This play is known as clear out flanker in. Take a look at the right of the play call screen. I've got almost 1,100 play calls out of this with a nearly 16 yards per play average. So this is a play that I run a lot. I actually run this to beat man blitz. I use it to beat, purple zones and man coverage abilities, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4 for one play scores. It's all broken down in my Washington football team offense. Like I mentioned, over 3 hours of breakdowns on the website out of that Washington football team offense. I know Mike Skimbo has kind of started to stream the game a little bit. He's in the Washington bunch. It's his favorite bunch in the game. It's a really, really good offense. So if you guys are fans of the gun bunch formation, you're looking for something a little different, this play clear out is actually only found in 2 playbooks in the entire game. And I personally think it's the best pound for pound all around coverage beater in Madden 21. Let's go ahead and put it on the field here against the cover 2 shell. To make this work, you're going to want your fastest receiver as the point man on the bunch. Right now, I've actually got throwing distance increased here with Patrick Mahomes. I'm actually going to start off by throwing an interception or just throwing an incomplete pass. That way he goes out of the zone. My advice on this particular tip is you want something like the gunslinger or the pass lead elite abilities. Both of those abilities give ball velocity, meaning that there's less time for zone coverage to break on the throw. One of the things that kind of detracts from using a regular quarterback without gunslinger or without the set feet lead or the pass lead elite abilities is that extra zip on the ball is huge, not only against man, but also against zone coverage. And in order to make this work, in my opinion, it's a little bit more consistent with the pass lead abilities that give you extra velocity. Now, Mahomes actually doesn't have any of those. He's just got a really strong arm. So I'm going to show this to you with Mahomes, and you guys can make your decisions based off of this video, what you want to do. This is something I was able to do earlier on in the year with escape artist quarterbacks like Lamar and Vic. But as the defensive players get faster in Ultimate Team particularly, it's been a little bit more challenging, and I found that the Josh Allens and the Brett Favre type items are better at making this play work. So let's go ahead and take the field here with it. Clear out flanker in. Again, this is really good against any base rush, 3-man rush with the cover 2 shell or 4-man rush with the cover 2 shell. And what you're going to want is your bunch to the wide side of the field pre-snap. So you see right here, I've got the bunch to the wide side. And this actual setup is going to remind you a lot of a setup that Pavin used to run a few years back when he made his run to the club championship with the Oakland Raiders, him being the Oakland Raiders representative. And in that play that he ran, it was a kind of a similar play, but not this exact play, where he was able to beat cover 2 on a rollout throw to the right. And this is what this play affords you, is this throw to Tyreek Hill. Now, with this particular play, my recommendation would be to put a tight end, if you have a tight end apprentice, on a crosser. If they have 90 medium route running, that extra depth to the crossing route actually gets over the top of a cloud flat. Kelsey here, I don't believe, has it in regs, but it does give you a little high-low game in the short flat area where you're going to notice that as the crosser crosses the field, you could throw this smoke route underneath and pick up 7, 8, 9 yards. very, very easily against cover two. So if they're not setting their flats to hard flats, you're gonna be able to throw this smoke route. You also give yourself a running back check down in the middle of the field that, you know, you could dump this down underneath if the zones play accordingly. You see right here, that crossing route actually got open in that example. It's not often that happens, but if they have 90 medium route running, it'll beat the cloud flat no matter what. So, you know, this is a play that I really, really do like a fair amount. I mean, you see right here, that time they drop back, you just throw your check down. We picked up 11 yards right there on that. So this isn't a play that if your one play score isn't there, you know, you are screwed. You know, this is a play that does have options. A lot of times people get into a habit when they want to load up and throw a one play score, they don't leave themselves check down options. And this is really nice because if you're confined to the pocket, you actually have a read to the non-roll outside. So I would go with these three routes, preferably 90 medium route running on your tight end. Like I mentioned, we don't have it here with Kelsey, but that's okay. So these three routes are what I'd use on the short side. Now on the wide side, it's up to you what you want to do. I tend to like Robinson on a hitch, just gives you like a little check down option while you roll back. You can throw back across your body in the middle of the field if they chase you with their user. But what we're actually looking at is Tyreek Hill on this route. And the really awesome thing about this route against cover two shell is that once he gets even with the safety only on the right side of the field, not the left side, he actually will end up being able to rack catch behind that safety to the outside near the sideline. It's really uncanny how this works. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to set up a double team on the edge, maybe slide protect to the right and try to give myself a little bit of a rollout lane. You're going to see right here, he's going to pass him and then you're going to throw an outside pass lane. You see how he just runs right behind him. We got an under pressure inaccurate right there, but we were able to really let that throw rip. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the ball away to get him out of the zone, hopefully here, because I don't want you guys to think that bazooka is the only reason this works. Again, with the extra pass lead ability, I'm not sure how I get him out of the zone. Let me just throw a blatant pick right there. I just don't want you guys to think that bazooka is the only reason this throw is being made. Like I mentioned, Mahomes does not have any extra velocity abilities. Any close throws you're going to see in this video are going to be that much more open with the gunslinger ability or the pass lead elite or set feet lead abilities. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind as well. So again, you're going to try to roll out on this play and hit Tyreek and we actually got tripped up right there, and hit Tyreek right as he gets even. If you can set your feet, that's even better. Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as well. If you can definitely set your feet, that'll help you substantially. So again, kind of set your feet and throw an outside pass lane. You see how he just racks right behind it. And if you have, you know, if you have a gunslinger ability, you're going to be able to rip this throw really easily. You're probably saying, well, Zan, Tyreek has 99 speed. Is that the reason he's getting beat? I'll put in Mecole Hardman, who's not quite as fast as Tyreek, but is still fast. And again, keep in mind, we're still going up against Jamal Adams in this example. So this is something that you're going to notice is a pretty easy throw that you can make against cover two. Right there, that's just his rack catch ability. He doesn't have an ag catch ability or anything. Let me go ahead and put in Mecole Hardman here on this next setup. Again, you are going to want a burner at this spot. Right now, I think in MUT, you're looking at 95, maybe 96 speed on some teams, which is about where Hardman is in regs, I think. I think he's 96 or 97. So this might kind of show the way that I want it to here in terms of, you know, just a regular receiver that's not the fastest player in the game like Tyreek is in regs. So again, here's kind of your setup. You can give yourself a little baby check down in the middle of the field. Like I said, that B receiver is an option for you no matter what. So you see here, here's Hardman. Once he gets even, he's leaving. You throw the outside pass lead, and he's going to run right by him for the one play score. So again, guys, this is an absolutely money one play touchdown. Again, this is the type of lab work we do on Gridiron game plans. This is just part of an entire scheme. Like I said, this play right here, in my opinion, is pound for pound the best at beating man coverage with purple zones, beats press really well, beats cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, it beats match coverages. And obviously right here, we're not even working with apprentices. This is just a setup that in general, with the exception of maybe this tight end crossing route, we're not even getting too deep. It gets a lot better than just this setup. But I wanted to show you here this route to this right bumper receiver. It's an absolutely money route. Just roll out, get that outside pass lead over the top, and rack it for the one play score against cover 2. Your opponent's definitely going to be wondering what the hell is going on when they are in the cover 2, which a lot of players think is one of the safer coverages in the game. One of the coverages that is least easy to get a one play score against. And as you see, It's pretty easy. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel for more free content here on the website. If you want a little bit more detail, a little bit more intricate TLC with this scheme, head over to gridirongameplans.gg. My Washington football team offense is available right there on the website. Everything on the site included for $9.95 per month. No lock-in requirements. You guys can opt out at any time. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there on the website. If not, we'll see you guys here with our next upload. Until then, this is Zan. Hit the lab and good luck.